Alright, YouTube, my first video, so don't expect anything spectacular. The least I will do is try to leave you with some decent information that I'll try to do. Maybe in the future I'll put out some cool stuff, but for now, let's help the community out. If you're here for a 4G63 swapped DSM 4G63 swapped 3000 GT or Dodge Stealth. I have here a 1993 Dodge Stealth, so a first generation Dodge Stealth. Outside, I have a 1991 Eagle Talon TSI. It's going to be a front wheel drive swap. It's going to be simple. I got this car for a steal. It was under $1,000. The body's in great shape. Interior's almost as good. And so I'm going to do it. Been in DSMs for a while, in and out of them. I've had probably at least half a dozen of them. Anywhere from a 1G to a Galant VR4, so want to branch out into the Evos soon, hopefully, possibly. But let's get at it. I got my cheat sheet here, and for the swap, I'm gonna give you some details from what I've learned, and this is gonna be the intro to a hopefully multi-part video. Sorry if my voice is off. I've been dealing with some cold that's went around the family, so good place to get a little bit of information is the Facebook page. I will link that down below. And within that Facebook page is where you will get the mounts. There's a fellow named Eric in the Facebook page that runs the Facebook page, I believe. He makes the mounts for, I think, $250, $300. Don't quote me on that, but they're pretty fair priced. To get, I think, 3 mounts that will literally drop a 4G into this chassis, it sounds like a pretty good deal. And just to give you the basic rundown of what you'll need for the swap, which is the really cool part. You get the mounts, you use the harness that's in that car to run the 4G, which means it will hook directly to the DSM ECM. Now, the most simple way to do this, from what I've read and looked into, even the first generation and second generation 3000 GTs and Stealths, their ECM connections are identical to the 2G ECM connections. So you'll go out and you'll get you a 2G ECM, or if you have one, you're already in luck. And for the first generation 3000 GT Stealths, you'll have to add a pigtail for the OBD2. You'll essentially be converting your first generation to an OBD2 to run the second generation DSM ECM. So a lot of CMs going on right now, but cool. This is like my fourth time trying to make this video, and my phone keeps running out of space. I have too many videos of all these car projects I've done. I say all of them like there's a million. I've done like 5 or 6, and it's a lot of videos. But the harness, that's the neatest part to me. Is you're gonna repin a few things. You're gonna basically remove 2 injector wires, because that has 6, of course. The DSM has 4 cylinder, and you're good to go. All that information, or a lot of that information, is in the Facebook page. Anything that I think can help, I'm gonna link in the description below. So front wheel drive and all wheel drive, you can do either swap. I'm doing the front wheel drive because I'm just doing this first one on a budget. All wheel drive would be amazing. If I feel itchy enough, I'm gonna do a 2.3 stroker on the 4G. I'd love to get a hold of a 2.4, like a 4G64, but people don't want to come off these anymore. So I might just do a 2.3 stroker on the one I have. A little extra torque for the little slightly larger chassis. I think it'll go a long way. So let's see. The biggest issue I've found with this is mainly an information problem, I think, are the axles. When you do this swap, you can't just slap the Stealth or the DSM axles in the car. You will have to, let's say, Frankenstein that together. By that I mean, I do say I think one of the axles you'll just take from the Stealth. It works. But the other axle has to have one of the cup removed, and then you have to put another cup on. You have to figure that out. That is the one thing I can't find in any videos. I've made posts on the Facebook page, and one guy says he had a custom one made, and that sounds all great, but like if I can just put one together off of used parts, and it powers my 300, 400 if we're being, trying to get that far, horsepower car, I don't need some custom made axle. Just I want to make one that works with what I have. So, but I'm gonna figure that out, and that's why I'm making this video, because I have not found a from point one to point whatever video of someone doing a swap and explaining it. So that is my goal for this. If it helps one person, then great, then great. But, as far as the transmissions go, another thing I haven't really found a lot of information on. They say the front wheel drives, you have to use a 91 transmission. Luckily, that's what I have outside is a 91 Eagle Talon. So we're great there. But my thought is, but why? Why couldn't you just throw a 2G in there and make it work? And I'm going to try and find those answers too, because even if you have to, like I said, swap some cups out and make the axles work, that'd be fine. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Intro here, I'm going to start a part one, and it might be just simply pulling that engine out. It still has the 6-cylinder in there, and I'm going to work on getting it out of there. And I still got to pull the 4G out of the Talon, but we'll get to that when we get to that. But, that's all I'm going to say about that. And, so if you want to follow what I got going on here, just hit the subscribe button. I got 50 subscribers right now, so from the few shorts that I have on there. My Instagram has a little bit more. I have a lot more content on there if you want to check it out. Just videos and pictures here and there of multiple projects that I've done over the past few years. Same name is on here. Swapped _it. So go there, check that out. Like I said, next steps are get this thing ready for the 4G to be dropped in. So I literally have everything I need to do the swap. So it's just up to me not to be too lazy to do it. After having, I have a wife and kids, so, and my youngest is about to turn 1, so after having a baby, it kind of puts you in slow motion for a little while, but I'm about ready to pick that back up. So, that being said, like, follow, subscribe, that's what they all say, right? So, thanks guys.